जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद। बोलिए हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदी हरि हरि बोल। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तु ते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। So, welcome all of you for the Sunday Feast lecture. And I think there will not be any feast. We will provide the fruit only after the program because of the COVID situation. So we are going to read the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 19, verse number 36. And topic is very wonderful topic, gratitude, the supreme quality of the Supreme Person. Tam sakharadhyam rujubhir sukharad अन्यन्य सारण्यै नृभिः अनन्य सारण्यै नृभिः कृतज्ञः को निसेवता दुराभ्यम् आसाधुभिः तं सुखाराध्यं ऋजुभिः अनन्यशरण्यै नृभिः कृतज्ञश्च को न सेवत दुराध्याम् असाधुभिः तं सुखाराध्यं ऋजुभिः अनन्यशरण्यै नृभिः कृतज्ञः को न सेवत दुराध्याम् असाधुभिः. Anyone want to recite? Tam sukharadhyam rujubhir ananya saranyai nribhi कृतज्ञः को न सेवत दुराध्याम् असाधुभिः तं सुखाराध्यं ऋजुभिः अनन्यशरणैः नृभिः कृतज्ञ को न सेवत दुराध्याम् असाधुभिः. Word by word translation. Tam, unto him, sukha, easily, aradhyam, worshipped, rujubhi, by the unpretentious, ananya, no other, saranyai, who take shelter, nribhi, by men, kritagya, grateful soul, kah, no, not, sevata, would render service, duradhyam, impossible to be worshipped, asadhubhi, by the non-devotees. Translation and purport given by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. What grateful soul is there who would not render his loving service to such a great master as the Supreme Personality of Godhead? The Lord can be easily pleased by spotless devotees who resort exclusively to him for protection, though the unrighteous man finds it difficult to propitiate him. Purport: every living entity, especially person in the human race, must feel grateful for the benedictions offered by the grace of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, anyone with a simple heart of gratefulness must Krishna conscious and offer devotional service to the Lord. Those who are actually thieves and rogues do not recognize or acknowledge the benedictions offered to them by the Supreme Lord, and they cannot render himself devotional service. Ungrateful persons are those who do not understand how much benefit they are deriving by the arrangement of the Lord. They enjoy the sunshine and moonshine, and they get water free of charge, yet they do not feel grateful, but simply go on enjoying these gifts of the Lord. Therefore, they must be called thieves and rogues. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Srilarumpa Swami Niti Namine. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunnavadi Paschata Desatarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. So this sloka comes after when Hiranyach was killed by the Lord, and then that time they were describing the quality, and then describing the quality, that time it came that Lord killed the crocodile and protected the Gajendra, and then after that, and a person has to be, and how he protected the Gajendra, because he was grateful, just he offered a prayer to the Lord, and then immediately he came. So grateful quality is great. Kritagyata, that quality is the core quality of the Lord, and we are the part and parcel of the Lord, and that's why we do have also the quality. In devotees 26 quality described in Chaitanya Charitamrita, and also I think in Bhagavada-Gita 28 quality has been described in Srimad Bhagavatam. So there word Kritagyata has been explained. So the devotee's quality of Kritagyata is it is a quality, but in the Lord's it is a transcendental consciousness. That is the difference. And because we are the part and parcel of the Lord, and that's why. And Vishnu is, he became grateful, and that's why he protected the Gajendra. And then in Srimad Bhagavatam, when Durvasa Muni's incident happened during the time of Ekadasi fast with Maharaj Ambarish, and he prepared the fire demon from his hair, and then fire demon got killed by the Sudarshan Chakra, and then he asked for the protection. He went to the Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, and also to the Lord Vishnu. So that time Lord Vishnu is saying that in Srimad Bhagavatam 9.4.63 at the end of the chapter, that he is saying, Aham Bhakta Paradhino Haya Swatantra Eva Dvija. Means he is saying, I am completely under the control of my devotee. Means he is not free. Why? That question will come up. Because he is saying again, since in 65, since pure devotee gives up their home, wives, children, relatives, riches, and even their life simply to serve me, without any desire for material improvement in this life or the next, how can I give up such devotees at any time? So next means, if we can read the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has given Sichastakam verse. So number 4, na dhanam na janam na sundarim kavitam va jagate sakame mama janmanishwari bhavatad bhakti rahetuki. So even devotee is not asking for that. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is teaching that he is not asking for any liberation. He is asking for the, if I will get the next birth, then I should be as a devotee. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he has explained wonderful explanation, but I don't have time to go for that. Kritagyata, that term, it has been mentioned in Vishnu Sahasranam. In Vishnu Sahasranam, that Lord's one name is Kritagya. And Baldev Vidyabhushan, he is giving in his commentary and quoting the Bhagavada-Gita 9:26, Patram Puspam Phalam Toyam, that verse, if one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, flower, a fruit, water, I will accept him. Why he will accept? Because he is grateful. So he is teaching by his name also, Kritagyata. And even he is that much grateful if someone turns the screws in the temple, then also he remembers. He forgets our so many offenses, whatever we did, every sinful activities, but he remembers whatever we does the favor to him. And Lord Vamanadeva, it is like a opposite to that. It looks like a very harsh way, because Lord Vamandev, he was, Maharaj Ambarish, he was unable to offer the 3 pieces of the land. So that time he robbed him. And then he insulted a lot, very harsh way. And so it looks like that it doesn't show the quality of the gratefulness. But that is also quality of gratefulness. And at the end of when he is describing that I wanted to glorify you, and that time he offered him his disc to protect him, and also he offered him Sutalaloka, that is better than, lot better than the heavenly planet. And then also he became the doorkeeper for Bali Maharaj. And he told, I will personally protect you. And one time Ravana came to do the victory on Bali Maharaj. That time Vaman Dev, from his toe, he just threw him 8,000 miles away. So because he did not went for any protest or anything, that time it is a glorious quality of the Bali Maharaj. There is one quality, it has been mentioned in in the 28th quality that devotee, he doesn't harms to them or don't do any envious way activity those who try to harm to the devotee. Example is Madhavendra Puri. Very nice way. One, I think, couple of decades they try to take money from him and they put him into the well to kill him. And that time, king he was passing through, and then somehow he was saved. And that time, king came to know that he is the Jayadev Goswami. Sorry, I told, I think by mistake, Madhavendra Puri. So Jayadev Goswami, so he wanted to hear the Gita Govinda. And when assembly came, that time those people came Dakat in the form of Brahmana, and he wanted to make sure to give some money, charity to them. And he called the people that make sure to give him more. And that time those people, they thought, oh, he recognized, that's why they started running from there. And then finally king came to know, and then he was surprised that, and he asked, you know them? Then he told, yeah, these people were that they kept me inside the well and they took everything. And he asked, why you are saving them and giving them charity? Then he told, to make sure that they should not do this kind of stuff. So Bali Maharaj, he was that kind. Even Lord tried to treat him very harsh way, but he did not retaliate or protested. So after that, I am going to the quality of the Lord Ramachandra. So from the Ramayana, at the beginning, one question was asked by Valmiki Muni, Maharshi Valmiki, to Narad Muni at the beginning, that who in this world lives today endowed with excellent qualities, prowesses, righteousness, grateful, truthful, and firmness in his vow. So that has been explained by Maharaj Dasarath during the Balakanda, and he was saying that even Lord Ramachandra, he is grateful for everything. He is gifted by that quality, and he is saying in 2.1.11, gifted with self-restraint, Ram was grateful for even a single favor, means upakara, done, means krita, to him, yet he would not remember even 100 disfavor, means aparadnam, others may have committed towards him. So it means he forgets. It doesn't mean he forgets, sorry. He forgives that whatever unfavored things has been given. But he remembers whatever favors he has been. And if he remembers, then it means he will try to do something. So that is the quality of Lord Ramachandra. And then Lakshmana, he was, when he met to the Hanuman during Kiskindha Kanda time, so Rishamukh Parvat, I think. So that time he was, Lakshman, he was, Hanuman, he introduced himself, and Lakshman is introducing by wonderful word. I am the younger brother, famous of the name Lakshmana. Captivated by his quality, I have become his servant, for he is grateful and considered little acts of service to be great. So Lord Ramachandra is really grateful whatever service it has been provided. So when they were sent to the forest as a Vanabasi. So that time he wanted to cross the river Ganges. Luckily, by the mercy of my Guru Maharaj, I was able to reach to that place also. So that boatman, when Mother Sita went to the boat, and then Lakshman also went to the boat, and then inside the canopy, and then after that, when Lord Ramachandra wanted to step, that time he told, no, stop it. And then Mother Sita, she was really upset from her mind, and then Lord Ramachandra, he was knowing that, and he told that why? And then he told, because I have two daughters, and my boat, it will turn into the another woman, then I have three daughters, then how I will be able to survive? And so then he told what I should do. And then he told, I want to wash your feet so that there should not be any dust, and then you can go onto the boat. So then Lord Ramchandra, he was able to give that favor. And after that, when he was trying to reach to other side of the river, and that time he was saying to Mother Sita that if you have anything to give to that boatman, being as a grateful. So boatman told, no, I don't want anything. Whatever I had desired, it was fulfilled by you. And that time he washed his feet, he drank the Charnamrita and everything to his family, everybody, whatever was, people were present at that time. So this is the quality of Lord Ramachandra. So Lord is always grateful. And then, and this is also the cultural part. It is our Vedic culture that if someone is doing some favor, and that time we should give the something to. It is very difficult to do that kind of service. So give something as a favor. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he told, Kari upakar, karo paropakar. To take and then after that distribute to others too. So that is also kind of giving favor, it's gratefulness. So when Hanumanji went to cross to the ocean and then went to the Lanka, and that time in Asokvatika, and Mother Sita know that he came as a means to know about her situation and to find out her. And he provided the Lord Ramachandra's ring, and that's why he was. And that time he wanted to go back. They had so many discussions. And at that time, Mother Sita, she did two things. One thing was that she told, only I and Lord Ramachandra knows only. So she was saying that the son of Indra, Kakustha, son of Indra, his name was Jayant. He wanted to test the strength and ability of the Lord Ramachandra, and he came in the form of crow, and then he at the chest of the Mother Sita, and that time Lord Ramachandra, he took the blade of the grass, and then it was acting like a Brahmastra. He went here and there, and he went to the heaven also, and finally he came back to Lord Ramachandra, and then he took the shelter, and he was supposed to be, whatever he has done, he was supposed to be killed, but Lord Ramachandra, she is mentioning the name of Lord Ramachandra, Kakustha, means he is the descendant of the Kakustha. And why she brought that point? Because one time during the demigods and demons war, Kakustha was part of that war, and his demon, they tried to broke the chariot, and that time Indra, he became in the form of bull he came, and after, he fought with the demons. So that's why his name became the Kakustha. So he's saying that he was grateful to the Indra, whatever favor he did for his ancestor, even it was several generations before, but he was grateful for that. That's why he gave his Sharanya to. And Lord Ramachandra was also grateful when Hanumanji, he came back after back from the Lankapuri, and that time he gave the news to Lord Ramachandra, he is in the Sri Lanka, and then after that he told Lord Ramachandra, told to Hanuman, I'm so grateful to you, but right now I don't have anything to give you, but I want to do some favor. So he hugged to Hanuman. That is the famous picture also. So during coronation time, after coronation, Mother Sita and Lord Ramachandra, they wanted to give to charity to the other people, those who has done the favor. So Mother Sita, she gave very precious necklace to Hanuman. She was thinking, grateful to the Lord, to the Hanuman, that at the time of, means dark, fully dark, nobody was there. And that time Hanuman came, and so she was grateful, and then she provided a very precious necklace. After that, what Hanumanji did, that was different thing. And then Lord Ramachandra, he was also grateful to the Vibhisana too. So when Vibhisana came, and that time he also provided Vibhisana to the famous things. Anyone can guess it? It was given by Lord Brahma. Lord Ranganath. That deity is from the, I think it was given by Lord Brahma to the Ichvaku. And so that famous deity gave to Vibhisana to protect him. And the story is like, I think I may be the wrong, you can correct it to me, that it is the deity of the Brahmaji, he during morning, and 3 times he does the offering also to the Lord Ranganath. In that time so many inhalations and all those things take place. That term I was saying, that was the Akrita Doha, devotee never injurious to others. That example I was saying to the Jayadev Goswami and also Maharaj Bali. So he never retaliates. And so I talked about the Vishnu, and then Lord Ramachandra, and little bit about Krishna. So Krishna Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, it has been mentioned, he is grateful. 64 qualities of the Krishna. So I think number 17th, let me see. It is number 17th. Chapter 21, grateful quality is number 17. So he was grateful to the Draupadi. She was just calling, Hey Govinda, Hey Krishna. And then he was able to come and then protect her. Another example has been given by Rupa Goswami in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu about the Jambavant, when he was victorious during the war, and Jambavant played a very significant role. So when he came in the form of Krishna during the Stamantak jewel time, they had the fight, and then after that Jamwan came to know this is the Lord, and then he offered the Jamvanti to the Lord. So Lord respected him like a senior, superior, and because of the gratefulness, he was grateful to the whatever Jamvanti did the favors to him. And then also he overlooks other mischievous quality too. Example is Putana. She came to feed him, and mind was something else, and he was so much grateful that he offered him like a mother, and he sent her back to the spiritual world. So she is assisting to the mother Yasoda. And when he came to kill the Kamsa, that time he weavers and also florist men. He also offered, he was grateful to them because florist men he offered flower, and then weavers he gave them bread. And then also he was grateful to the Kubja. Kubja in her previous life, she was, and she heard the quality of from Narad Muni, and when Narad Muni went to her father's, and the time king asked to Narad Muni, who is the suitable husband for her? And the time Narad Muni came to the Kubja, and he was asking, then he told, you talked about the person, so I want to marry him. And Narad Muni told, it is very difficult to achieve to the Lord. And then she told, no problem, I will wait for the millions of the life. And then she did severe austerity, and then after that Lord, I think some Akasvani came, and then that time told to him that you will be hunchback Kubja, and then I will accept you as a wife. So Kubja was the daughter of the one of the minister, and she was providing fragrance to the Kansa. And when she provided the fragrance, that time Lord, he put his tube, and also by finger she became the wonderful lady, and hunchback gone, and she was the wife of the Lord Krishna. So that has been described in Bhakti Sandarbha by Rupa Goswami. And then also he was grateful to the Sandipani Muni too, because when he finished his education and he wanted to give to some Guru Dachina, and Sandipani Muni told he want to see his son. So he went to the Varuna, and then he asked there Panchajanya, and then son went, and then he went to the abode of the Yamaraj, and then he brought his son there. And so this one was a little bit about the Krishna, and then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So one famous verse from the Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela, chapter 22, verse number 95. Bhakta Vassal Kritagya Samarth Vadanya Hena Krishna Chadi Pandit Nahi Bhaje Anya. Lord Krishna is very kind his devotees. He is always grateful, but at the same time also he is grateful too. And he possesses all abilities. A learned man does not give up Krishna to worship anyone else. It is similar to the whatever we read the verse from the Srimad Bhagavatam that describe what grateful soul is there who would not render his loving service to such a great master as a personality of Godhead. The Lord can be easily pleased by spotless devotees who resort exclusively to him for protection through men, though unrighteous men finds it difficult to propitiate. So his quality here, it has been described, I think, 4: grateful, magnanimous, ability, samartha, and bhaktavatsal, 4 quality. And Lord Chaitanya is describing to Sanatana Goswami, quality of the Krishna. And then he is, when he was coming from Ramakeli to maybe Jagannath Puri, and during that time he was saying he is so much grateful to those brothers, means Rupa and Sanatan Goswami, that they have the humility quality. Because of that quality, he is grateful to them. And he offered everything to them. Whatever his teaching is coming through the Sanatan and Rupa Goswami. So he gave everything, he was grateful to them by humility quality. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, during the Mahaprakash Leela, that time he called to the every devotee, and he wanted to give whatever they want to benedictions. And that time Mukunda Datta, he was brahmachari, he was famous Kirtaniya, and he did not call him. So Srivas Pandit, he asked to Lord Chaitanya, he was surprised and he asked, why you are not calling to the Mukunda Datta? So Lord Chaitanya, he told, no, he is a rascal person, he is hearing from the non-devotee and also different kind of philosophy he was hearing. I think Mayavad philosophy, Vasishta, Ramayana, Yoga Vasishta kind of philosophy. So that leads to the impersonalism. So when he will mingle to the impersonalists, he will hear to them, and when he will mingle to the devotee, he will be acting like a devotee, some other person. So he is like a danda, and then also trina. He is mentioning there is 2 terms, and so he is not faithful, and something he will find more than glorious, someone will talk about more than devotional service, so he will also take part of through that. So when Mukunda Datta, he heard from outside, and then he thought, okay, I should give up my body, and he don't want to see. But in his mind it came that at least he should see the Lord, and he asked that when he will be able to see the Lord. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he told that after millions of the life. Then he started dancing. And then after that, Lord called him. And because why? Because he had a famous word that after millions of the life. Even though it was in his mind, he wanted to give up his life, he was faithful to Lord Chaitanya. He is saying that is correct, he is not qualified. Even though he was famous Kirtaniya, he was very dear to the Lord Chaitanya. And so he told, whatever you have done, acted, nonsense, all those nullified, now you should not mingle with them. So that was the one gratefulness of the Lord Chaitanya. Another story is from the during the night time kirtan. I think Lord Chaitanya he did for a year at Srivas Angan famous for the night kirtan. So one brahmachari, very austere brahmachari, Brahmana of the brahmachari, he was not eating any rice or anything. He was surviving on the just drinking the milk. And he had very much attachments towards Lord Chaitanya, and he wanted to see how Lord Chaitanya is doing the kirtan during the night time. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he instructed to everyone there should not be any non-devotee. So he was requesting to Srivas Pandit that he want to see. Every day he was requesting. So Srivas Pandit, by nature, kind nature, he thought, okay, let us see. And then he told, come. One night he called him and he hid one place. From that place he can see the Lord Chaitanya, but Lord Chaitanya will not be able to see him. So then Lord Chaitanya started the kirtan, and then after sometimes he asked, I'm not feeling any ecstasy. And I think there must be some non-devotee here. So Srivas Pandit, he told, no, there is no non-devotee, but there is one austere brahmachari, and who is very good in quality. So he told, I am not attracted by any austerity or anything, whatever penance anyone is doing. Just I am attracted by the pure devotional service. And he's teaching his strength and also his opulences to his disciple. And he called him, and then he chastised him very badly. And that time he wanted to throw from here, and he was going out of the house, and he had his thought was going like, oh, Mahaprabhu, he has given this chastisement because I was not qualified. Even I was able to see his kirtan. So whatever he did, that was right things. He did not feel anything in the mind. The one topic I brought, the one point that Lord doesn't, means devotee doesn't find any faults or rebellious to anyone. Akrita doha. So just Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he knows everyone's heart. He's present in the form of Paramatma. So he called to the brahmachari, and then after that he put his head on him, and he gave the full mercy to him because of the gratefulness. Because he thought in his mind, and then still he was able to provide him the full mercy because of the gratefulness. So Lord is always grateful to his devotee, and devotee is also grateful to the others and also to the Lord. That is one basic quality. So I wanted to share that today. Any comment or question?
Someone who distributes the knowledge that he gave is the most dear to him. So maybe that's one form of gratitude.
Correct,
as well.
correct.
Because whoever preaches the glories of the Lord, he is grateful for them attaining more souls. And same thing with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, especially. He wants to reach every person in this world, even if they're like Jaga and Matai. So when Lord Nityananda preaches, and he's grateful for them.
Correct, correct. Thank you. It is, I think, 1869, that verse you are talking about, either 68 or 69, 18 chapter. 1869. Any other question or comment? Okay, so we will end here. Thank you. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः। अनंतकोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय। जगद्गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।